Thank you, Devin. And hopefully those snow accumulations will kind of help open up the trails a little bit more so the event like the Northwoods Cruise for Cancer can happen to its full extent.
Yes, and we're happy to be joined now by Debbie and Edward of the Northwoods Cruise for Cancer. Thanks for coming on this morning. We appreciate you wanting to chat with us about it.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Now, it hasn't exactly been an ideal snowmobile season so far.
That's correct.
That's correct.
No, but it doesn't stop people from coming out and, supporting a good cause.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about what is the Cruise for Cancer?
The Cruise for Cancer started, this is our 5th year.
Okay.
And it was the brainchild of my husband and then myself. I joined in on his wanting to give back to the community. As a breast cancer patient myself, finding myself living here and not having health care and wondering what was going on. We found ourselves at Marshfield Clinic, and I had an awesome experience, was very pleased with everything that was there, but mostly the support that was given to myself as a patient.
Right.
There is a fund that's called the Northwoods Cancer Care Fund that is run through the foundation of Marshfield Clinic Health System. And so our fundraiser actually benefits that fund. We're kind of like the icing on the cake to help with what things are given to patients. So in 2022, there were over 3,200 patients seen in oncology in Minocqua.
Wow, just in Minocqua.
Just in Minocqua. So it's a lot. It has just been growing and growing, and everybody's been touched by cancer in some way, shape, or form. We wanted to give back to those patients the same way I was. And so for breast cancer patients, there are creams and lotions and mastectomy, clothing, wigs. And other oncology patients then benefit as well from these things. The types of chairs they use when you're sitting there for infusion, iPads for these patients when they're spending a long time there. There's emotional support, the financial support, and educational support that comes from this fund. And so we've been very proud that out of 4 events that we've held, we've raised $70,000.
Wow.
So in our 5th year, it would be awesome if we could make it to the 100,000. It's kind of been, it was kind of a goal. When we first had success with our first event that raised just a little over $10,000, we said, gee, I wonder if we'd actually make it to 5 years.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of work. Ed and I have had the support of the Minocqua Forest Riders Snowmobile Club. They provide advertising and, just word of mouth and kind of helping us out throughout the way. But this year, right now, the trails are not open, and they're not going to be called really soon. But we have a plan going forward. By a week from Friday the 19th, we're kind of looking at that as a decision-making time frame of what's actually going to happen. So the way the ride works is that we have a registration spot where then the snowmobilers and the people riding in the event actually meet. And they get a long sleeved shirt, they get their lunch paid for, but it's a fun leisurely ride through the Northwoods and primarily the Willow Hazelhurst region. This year, if we do have the trails open, everybody will be starting at Hazelhurst Pub. So that'll be a new starting point for us this year.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find, right on 51,
Yes.
Can't get too lost there.
You can't get too lost there. Exactly. So we everybody gets set up. My husband, Ed, is in charge of the ride leaders. And we separate people. We don't have a lot of riders signed up right now. Signing up doesn't always mean you get to ride, but it is for a worthy cause.
Yeah.
So during the ride, the riders have kind of taught us they like to have a couple stops along the way. So again, if we have the trails open, the riders will go to LeCan's Resort on Swamp Lake and Pickles Restaurant on County Highway Y. And then on their way to Willow Haven, which sits right on the Willow Reservoir.
Gotcha. That's a nice, sort of Western Oneida County ride, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Some beautiful trails, very scenic, all kinds of hilly terrain, and we will travel down the Bearskin Trail and then up some of the other local trails, the 8, the 7, 28.
And, there's a good chance, hopefully with a few snowstorms now that, Devin, if he can predict them right for us, we can start to get a good layer for these trails and, make sure people can get out and ride instead of just, going out and supporting the cause as well.
Yeah, we just need about 6 inches, pack them down, The cold weather this weekend coming in will help freeze the lakes up, and at least it looks promising. So
Yeah, and then you also have some raffles that go along with this as well. Is that correct?
That is correct. So we go out, and we're still in the process of obtaining sponsorships and donations. So people have, different ways they can give to the event that we put back, baskets together for raffles. Every year I've been blessed with a football from the Packers.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yes, I have a couple tickets for a Brewers game.
Oh.
So those two organizations have always been very, very supportive of our event. And then plus, our local businesses, we get, baskets for the cozy night at home with the bottle of wine or the hot chocolate and the blanket and things like that, snowshoes. We have some snowmobile gear. So we always get some very unique things, and I've also reached out to just even people that are local that create their own products.
Exactly. They just want to help out and get involved.
Exactly. So we have a lot of fun, and I can say that every year it's been very joyful to see everybody just have so much fun giving back to cancer patients.
Absolutely. And if people wanted to register for this, or if there may be any businesses watching right now that would love to donate, what is the best way to contact you guys?
The best way to contact us is there's two ways. You can go to the Marshfield Clinic. It's marshfieldclinic.org/giving special events. Even if you do the /giving, you'll get to the right area.
Yeah.
And there's a way you can financially donate that way. If you go to that website, you'll also see my information and the foundation leaders there so that you can contact us directly. And the second way you can do it is go through the website for MinocquaForestRiders.org.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So they do a promotion for us on the Minocqua Forest Riders Facebook page. And this year I created a Facebook page called Northwoods Cruise for Cancer. So you can also seek that out on Facebook and reach out to me.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for, letting us, in on your lovely cause this year. And hopefully you have a great fifth year and make that 100,000 mark.
Yes.
Oh, that would be just awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Snow or no snow, you are going to make that goal this year.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
thank you very much.
Thanks.
And coming up, we have what's trending, including in a